In this video clip, I am going to show you how I decorate the surface of this mug. And this, I have done this quite a while ago, so this has been bone dry. You can't really see the color, actually it's very bright. And so I'm going to show you how I achieve this look. And this is the mug that I've shown you in the previous video, how I did this. Yes, so this is, I have done it halfway, kind of like almost done, except this part here. So what I did before this was I put multiple layers, multiple coats of underglazes. And I let it dry in between each coat. So there are about 5 different colors here, and each color I only put on 1 coat. You know, if you want it more intense, you can put 2 coats each, like 2 coats of brown, 2 coats of green, 2 coats of blue, or something like that. And it's a good to remember what you put on. What's the first coat, what's the second one, so you have an idea when you are carving through, like where you want to stop and all that. So some of the, in this case, I'm just, you know, there are many ways of doing this. I've seen people using sandpaper, there are people with using like steel brush, steel wool, sorry, or I sometimes, if I want it really quick, I use a very damp sponge, just kind of wipe it off. But today I'm just going to show you how I use this. I use a metal rib, and I just scrape the surface. And because this is really just the background of my mug, and so I don't really, I'm not looking for very precise patterns or something that is really like very complicated. I'm just kind of like, it's only my background, so I can make it more free. I just want to have some different design, some patterns, and okay. And I like doing this because, you know, you can see, change the whole surface. Like I said before, it's good to kind of know like what you put on, which layer and what. So, but in this case, I don't, anyway. So I apply the underglaze when this piece is about hard leather hard, and so right now this is about hard leather hard, and I like to work when it's a bit drier because it's easier to scrape. And I haven't done it when the piece is bone dry. Just when I'm doing it bone dry, I make sure that I'm wearing a mask, because I don't think it's very healthy to breathe in all this powder. something like that. And then I will go in and carve out. There's some carving tools that I really like. This is one of them, and this one too, and some of this carving tools which I really like. I'm going to use this one today just to define this area here. The design that I pushed out yesterday. This is actually a wood carving tool. It comes in a box of different sizes and different angle, different cuts. This is the one I really like. Okay, so once this piece is finished like that, I will draw some design on it by sgraffito or brush, and I will just color something on it. So I'm just going to demo very quickly how I would do this piece here. I will draw a poor guy who is like being crushed by all these signs, and so I will use a pencil to kind of roughly draw it like where I want that guy to be, and I'm just gonna color it. So I'm going to use a blue color, blue underglaze, and here. So I just want to outline it. I do not have to be very precise, because I'm going to cut outline over this poor guy. He's being squashed by all this sign. And I can go back and just do another one again, another layer, another coat again. So here, oh, is there a guy? Still a bit wet, but for demo purposes, I'm just gonna carve it anyway. So I like a sgraffito. You know, I should just wait a little bit to let it dry a bit. So just to show you, and this is how I'm gonna carve the outline. Just like Normally I will wait a little bit for this underglaze to dry, but because my video is running, so this is cut it where it's still a bit more wet. Okay, and my drawing is really very abstract. It's not like very detailed, mainly just to so that you know and there's a person there. And this is just very simplified form. And maybe I'll just go in and make one more here. And I'll go in and put a bit of blue underglazes over here. And that will be it. If I make a mistake, I put too much underglaze here, I just go back and scrape it away. And then I can, when this is dry, I will go back and redefine again. Maybe put one more coat, or if I need to, I will put some other lines where this will give a very fine lines. So anything that I want a very fine lines with, I just like cut it this way, and you know, like this. Just make some scratches. Add a little bit of texture to this piece. A bit of design, a bit of texture. Yeah, and that's it. My pieces, my drawing are always a little bit messy. I call that messy, just like chaos, not very traditional, I think. And so yeah, and I will definitely go back, you know, like design draw something else on here, something here on the surface, and just keep working on it. But just to show you that how you can do the base and how I do the sgraffito. All right, thanks. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.